What's up, guys? My name is Desifresh, and welcome to After Hours Gaming League's tournament. This is preseason one, so teams are starting to get familiar with each other. We should be seeing some pretty cool matches coming out from throughout the entirety of December. The league actually starts sometime in January, I believe. So for a couple of weeks, we have a couple of preseason games to keep you guys interested, to hype it up a bit. On the blue team, we have Amazon Prime, and then on the red team, it says purple right now. But you know what? When I get to in game, I will be switching that over to colorblind mode for all you beautiful people that have vision deficiencies. I don't know if that is the politically correct term, but that's what I'm going to be using. So I digress. On the red team, it's going to be Epic Dose. The motto for Amazon Prime is going to be primed and ready. I get it because you have a really fast delivery system, so you're primed and ready to get those packages going. It's a bit of a joke. It would have been really fun if they had played Oriana, because the package delivery system, the ball delivery system, because they're primed and ready. Okay then, it was funnier in my head, but then Epic Dose's motto is Taco Time. So clearly they're looking for sponsorship with Taco Bell, and it would not be weird either, because their one of their players, DZXX101, or how I like to say Dizix, his quote is, "I ate 6 Doritos Locos Tacos to prepare for this tournament." So, he's bulking up for this tournament. So, for those of you that don't know, After Hours Gaming Leagues, they host a tournament where all these companies, they put together teams for various games. This year there was going to be a Dota team, StarCraft team, Hearthstone team, CSGO team, and a... Did I say Hearthstone already? I believe it's Hearthstone, but there's a Hearthstone team as well. And basically the winners of each of the games, they'll be playing for charity, and After Hours Gaming League, they're going to be making a donation in the name of the company for the charity that they are playing for. Amazon Prime, they're going to be playing for Child's Play, and it's dedicated to improving the lives of children in hospitals through the kindness of the video game industry and community. Epic Dose, they're going to be playing for Doctors Without Borders, which is, for most people, what they know is just a humanitarian aid organization where doctors and nurses, they volunteer their time to solve the issues of the world. They go to foreign countries, and they volunteer their time to help uh, the community in other countries. So we should be seeing a really nice game. Both these teams are playing for a really nice cause. On the blue team, for Amazon Prime, it's going to be Crapile on Gnar, Dio Diesel playing on Vi, I Love Llamas on LeBlanc, AHGL on Lucian, and Thresh played by Tosh. Then on the red team, it's going to be J-Mike on Irelia. Asno Gordo is going to be the team captain for them, is Hecarim. Rubling is going to be playing Oriana. Gregba on Tristana. And Captain Laxos is going to be playing Janna. So we are into the Rift, and we do see a pretty defensive move from this Epic Dose team. They just had a line across the river. They don't want to go for any invades, and they don't want to get invaded. Absolutely. On the blue side, however, they are kind of scattered around a bit. Gnar's just hanging around to that top side entrance of the jungle. LeBlanc's just hanging around in the mid lane, and you see Lucian, Thresh, and Vi near that bottom side. They're going to be helping Vi with the Krugs, just to give her an initial leash. And that's another thing. And with the new jungle changes, a lot of junglers are starting on their sides. They're either starting Gromp for the poison armor, or they're starting Krugs for the stun on hit. The stun on every 5th hit. And it just the way their jungle changes, it just forces junglers to evolve with their tactics. They have to adapt for any little thing that actually might happen, and that just shows you how Riot is changing the game so much. It is preseason right now. Hopefully, as the patches are coming out, we're going to be seeing a lot more balance changes. So it's actually a little bit awkward to solo cast right now, because Yeah, I gotta banter with myself, and I gotta banter with you guys. So hopefully I don't mess it up too much. So the lanes are underway, and it looks like that bottom AHGL has picked up a really nice CS lead over Tristana. There goes the death sentence, locking down onto Gregbot. He's just gonna have to back away. And I'm actually gonna stick to champion names instead of summoner names. Not too familiar with them so far. Looks like LeBlanc in that mid lane has put a little bit of damage onto that Orianna. She's gonna have to be careful when that actually goes down. Then in that top lane, Nara is pushing pretty hard onto that Irelia. She's gonna need to be careful. There it is. Irelia using the Blade Surge to jump in onto Nara and the Equilibrium Strike to get the stun on. Using the hit 10 style, she'll be healing up fairly well, and with that flask, she should have some pretty nice sustain in that lane. So even if she does fall a little bit behind, she'll be in that lane a little bit longer than Nara. There we go, and LeBlanc in the mid lane with the chain onto the Orianna, getting the snare. The Ignite is running, but it's not going to be able to pick up a kill. Rubling needs to be careful. If I Love Llamas has her combo back up, that could be a dead Orianna. Looks like Hecarim in the top lane, ganking the Gnar. He's forced to flash away, but Krapow, he's already dead. She's going to be careful. That's a really nice kill. Kill onto Hecarim and assist onto Irelia. That's really going to help her in that lane. Looks like Gnar, he's gone back and picked up another Doran's Blade for himself. In the bottom lane, looks like Death Sun is copping down onto Laxos. He forces the flash. Unfortunately, the auto attack was already in the air, and Lucian has picked up a kill for himself. So one kill on each side right now, but the 80 carry is definitely a lot more valuable than the jungler. But that jungler is Hecarim. Despite being down CS on the Vi, that one kill should be able to push him back into the lead. If we look at the gold leads right now, it's not too long into the game. It's only been 5 minutes, but he has picked up a pretty decent CS gold lead, about 150. And 150 is a pretty big amount in the jungle when you think about how consistent you have to farm the jungle minions to get your income. Meanwhile, in that mid lane, I'll get back to that in the top lane. Gnar is taking a whole lot of damage from Irelia. She's actually going to back away. The Blade Surge not off a cooldown yet. And Gnar is just forcing Irelia away. She's only level 4 compared to the Gnar level 5. She needs to be careful. She's losing a lot of experience and she's taking a lot of damage for it. Vi, on the other hand, she is looking around on the side, looking for a gank possibly. She's going to be headed back there. Gnar popping the Mega Gnar form. Death Sentence locking down onto Janna. She's going to be close to dying. There goes Thresh with the kill. The exhaust onto Lucian definitely would have saved her life, but you know what, Tosh? He's be like, hey, I'm going to take this kill. Here comes Hecarim in the bottom lane. He's looking for a kill. The support looking to die for 80 carry. Here comes the flash from Tosh to keep himself alive along with the heal, just for safety's measures. And here comes Lucian. A little bit of extra damage onto the Tristana. He's going to need to be careful. There goes Irelia. Blade Surge onto a minion, but doesn't get the reset. Now she needs to be careful. No more escapes for her. She's going to be taking a lot of damage. There goes Krapow underneath the tower. But here comes the level up. The level up from securing the kill is going to keep him alive. That's a kill into that top lane. And despite being down a kill, you still managed to 1v1 the Irelia and come out ahead. Here comes LeBlanc looking to go on to the Orianna. Vault Breaker connects. He's going to force a flash, and she's going to need to be a little bit more careful. Despite the Ethereal Chain missing and hitting a minion, that still was a really successful gank on blue team's part. They're looking really good right now, and they're looking really strong. Hecarim is definitely going to have to give that blue buff over to Orianna when it spawns, because she needs to get back in control of that mid lane. LeBlanc has seen a little bit of competitive play, especially when Unicorns of Love's Power of Evil played it against TSM's Bjergsen to a really good match. Bjergsen did evidently pick that into a losing matchup with his Xerath, but that was completely baited with the Twisted Fate hover. It was actually a Twisted Fate jungle, so it was a really nice play by Power Evil. But you know, this is not TSM versus Power Evil. This is Amazon Prime versus Epic DOS. And here comes, looks like Hecarim. He's having a little bit of trouble taking that blue buff. His bottom lane coming to assist him with that. He's gonna actually take it for himself instead of donating it over to the Orianna. But you know what, Thresh would probably cause that to happen with his presence over in that area. They just didn't want any steal to happen. Just look at the ward coverage on the side of Amazon Prime right now, fully down the river. There's nothing that they can't see. It's like that's an amazing vision coverage for these teams right now. Oh my God! Here comes Thresh with the flay, knocking Tristana back. They don't get the death sentence onto anyone, but Captain Laxos, he needs to be careful. The culling will actually take the kill, and that's 2 kills already onto the Lucian. He has a BF sword. He's gonna if and when he does go back, he's gonna be so much stronger than Tristana with only the pickaxe. The CS lead is also continuously growing in his favor. That bottom lane is going to be a huge nuisance when it comes to mid game, and even late game it's going to be even worse. Tristana will have a chance to come back in late game, but Tristana's mid game isn't the best, and Lucian's spike is just going to come really soon when he hits that Infinity Edge. In that top lane, Aurelio jumping in onto the Gnar. The Blade's not able to pick up the kill. She's actually going to be eating a tower in the mid lane. LeBlanc was able to pick up a kill onto Orianna with the assistance of Thresh and Vi. Orianna, she's looking. The minion wave is pushing right there. Here comes Hecarim looking for the tower dive. Mega Gnar is not going to be up immediately. Here comes Hecarim. They're jumping in onto him, and Irelia picking up the kill. Really quick tower dive for a quick kill. Right now, with Thresh roaming out to that mid lane, he did have to go back after that. So right now, Lucian's in a 2v1 situation. If Tristana and Janna can recognize that, they could take advantage of it. Unfortunately, they're just letting him farm up in that lane. They're losing any opportunity to take back in the lane. There goes LeBlanc into that mid lane, using the double distortion to try and get an ethereal chains onto the Orianna. Unfortunately, it just wasn't available. There it is, using the distortion to get the chain, and it does get the snare this time. The blue buff is onto the LeBlanc, so it's going to be really difficult for the Orianna to continuously stay in that lane. Here comes the death sentence, locking down Tristana. She's going to have the rocket jump to get away. Really smart to just hold on to it. Again, LeBlanc being so aggressive onto the Orianna. We actually might see a kill the next time she jumps in that bottom lane. Thresh and Lucian, they're just not giving up and their lead right now. Just continuously keeping the Tristana and the Janna down in that lane, zoning them so effectively, even with the ward right there. And this, you could just see the synergy in them. Thresh picking up the relic shield. You usually don't even see that picked up anymore unless there's a huge amount of synergy. There goes Tristana jumping onto the Lucian, using her last pursuit to minimize the knockback. Unfortunately, this is still a 2v1 situation. Here comes Hecarim, making it a 3v1 situation. Now Asnogoro setting the sights onto Tosh on the Thresh. He's in a bad position. Here comes Vi, looking to help his teammate. Meanwhile, we do see a gank in the mid lane. Here comes the Monsoon from the Janna, knocking away the Thresh and the Vi, but the Assault and Battery will give Vi the kill. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, looks like Rubling on the Orianna did fall over. Not sure who it actually did go to. Looks like it may have gone over to LeBlanc, but it could have gone... Yeah, it definitely was the LeBlanc. She has a second kill in her inventory. With the help of Gnar, he's roamed down to that mid lane. They're trying to put some damage onto that tower, but with the addition of Irelia, they will not be able to do it. So much action's happening already. Hecarim with the gank in the bottom lane, allowing his team to pick up a kill. Unfortunately, he stayed a little bit too long, and he gave up a kill for himself. Let me actually get rid of the chat right there. Bam. But right now, with 2 kills onto LeBlanc and 2 kills onto Lucian, they're going to be huge threats to watch out for. And LeBlanc, she's a monster if you let her get rolling. She's picked up a Morellonomicon as her first item, so you know that she's definitely going to be looking for a lot of sustained damage with the cooldown reduction and the mana regen that she'll be getting from that. She'll want to be staying in those fights after absolutely blowing up someone, and if Orianna isn't careful, she's going to be that one target. She needs to stay safe. Her ultimate, the Shockwave, can completely turn a fight in her team's favor. But if she isn't alive for that moment, it's going to be for nothing. It's being pushed in that top lane. Now even she needs to be careful. Gnar, despite dying 1v1, dying to her in a tower dive situation, he was able to effectively 1v1 her before. He has a brutalizer right now. That's really strange to see because a lot of times you see Gnars with a bit of a bruiser build instead of a attack-based build. Looks like Irelia jumping it onto the Gnar with the Transcendent Blades to try and pick something up, trying to healing up. Now, here comes Asno Gordo getting assaulted and battered by the Vi, and he gets absolutely destroyed. A kill onto the Vi. Jungler, mid lane, and AD carry both have 2 kills. Looks like Gnar now, he needs to just back away. Irelia taking, say, in that lane. Gregbot taking a lot of aggression, Rocket Jump being used, as well as the Monsoon by Janna. So that's a huge disengage spell that's not going to be up for this Epic Dose team. Blue team right now, they're looking for this dragon. Amazon Prime should be able to take it without any retaliation by this Epic team. They get the first dragon, 8% of their AD and AP. So a bit of a power spike for them right now. Looks like Gnar now. He needs to be careful. Here comes the flash from Irelia and the Blade Surge to secure a kill. She's going to be able to put a lot of damage onto that tower. Looks like Tristana now. She needs to be careful after eating death sentence after death sentence. Clearly, it's a death sentence. It's a joke. And, oh, I don't know if it was funny or not. Irelia just clearing out the way of Vi in that top lane. She's going to try and defend that tower, and it looks as though it's going to be successful. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, LeBlanc has successfully taken the first tower of the game in that mid lane. This is going to allow a lot of opportunities for her to just roam around the map, pick up kills for her side lanes. Right now, Tristana and Janna are pushed up to their tower. She moves to the bottom lane. That could allow a really easy tower for them. Vi just going to be giving over the blue to her. And we'll have to see what she ends up doing with that. She hasn't picked up too much after Omicron. She has the Blasting Wand and the Doran's Ring. There's another death sentence locking down onto him. Heal coming out from the Tristana. She does not want to get caught. Rocket Jump being used again. This bottom lane from Amazon Prime is just absolutely destroying this Epic Dose bottom lane. Here comes Orianna and Hecarim for the gank. Shockwave from Orianna is available, but she doesn't use it yet. Looks like Lucian and Thresh, they're going to be able to get away. Really nice lantern by the Thresh. Just forcing Hecarim to pick the Lucian, and when they committed onto him using the lantern to just get away from that entire fight. Really well played by them. Looks like, meanwhile, with the roam from Orianna, oh god, Vi channeling the assault and battery onto Hecarim, but it's not gonna hit. Unfortunately, it's just too much. The Vault Breaker, after missing, it doesn't even matter. A double kill onto the Vi. A really, really nice pick by the Vi. Unfortunately, if that Vault Breaker had hit, it could have been a little bit cleaner. But it worked out in their favor. With the double kill onto Vi, is going to allow Gnar and Thresh to roam to that mid lane to take the second tier middle lane tower. Irelia, on the other hand, she's going to try and take a bit of a consolation prize for her team with the top lane tower. That should go down to put a little bit of extra gold in her team's pocket. Right now, this Amazon Prime team, they are looking really good with a 6,000 gold lead. They're up 2 towers and they're up 6 kills. They're really going to have to rely on in those mid-game team fights to just really come out ahead. But it's going to be even more difficult for them when you look at the immense power spike that this team has in the mid-game. Vi, LeBlanc, Lucian. It's going to be so difficult for this Epic Dose team to actually get these kills, and they might have to rely on the picks. They have a pretty decent pick composition. It's obviously not as strong as the one on Amazon Prime, but they can make it work. They have the Irelia, they have the Janna, and they have the Orianna. They just need to get the wards out and get the picks. Right now, Amazon Prime, they're pushing into this Epic Doses jungle. They're trying to deny vision as best as possible. Look at that, 3 sweepers already on the side of Amazon Prime. They definitely do not want to give any sort of vision for this Epic Dose team. Hecarim, he's going to be showing his face in that top lane along with Orianna. This is a 2v3 situation. Here comes Vi. Vi, channeling that Vault Breaker. She's just going to be backing off right now. And here comes Lucian and Thresh. They want another tower. This is going to fall right now. The 4th tower for them. And looks as though they're going to continue the aggression for the 2nd tier top lane tower. Dragon is up in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Thresh getting caught out for a little bit. Transcendent Blades by Orianna should be able to clear that wave up using the Blade Surge to get it. Unfortunately, she doesn't get the reset. Hecarim looking for something. He does have Onslaught of Shadows available. Looks like Gnar using the Gnar onto Hecarim. He's going to be using Onslaught of Shadows to get away now. Not even using it defensively. Assault and Battery by Vi. Able to pick up a kill right there. The rest of the team, they need to disengage. Here comes Death Sentence onto Jasana. Double kill onto the Vi. Monsoon being used by Jenna to try and get the disengage. She doesn't get too many heals for her team or for herself. And right now this Amazon Prime team, they're looking to siege again. Another death sentence landing down onto Orianna. She's forced to flash away. And now Vi, she needs to be careful. This epic Amazon Prime team, they are just not dying yet. They're so close. There goes LeBlanc with the double distortion to try and pick up some kill onto Irelia. Unfortunately, she wasn't low enough, and now they have to back away. Hecarim, he's fully healed. He should be able to pick up a kill if he catches someone out. No! If he had walked into that bush, he definitely could have picked up the kill. Here comes Irelia with the teleport. He's looking for blood. Tosh should die to this Irelia. Oh my god, he hasn't. There it is. The flash coming in to secure that kill. And now Lucian's in a bad position. He is going to die. Gnar, he's just going to back away. No, Irelia with the Blade Surge. She doesn't have it up yet, but here comes the Equilibrium Strike for the slow. And you know, Asno Gordon on the Hecarim, he's going to take it instead. A 3-4-2. If we count that entire team fight. A 3-4-2. And not even a tower to show for Amazon Prime. It was a really, really well played fight by this, really well played extended fight by this Epic Dose team. Amazon Prime, they had the clear advantage. Unfortunately, they weren't able to secure the tower, and when they tried to back away, the addition of Hecarim to just jumping in, using the ghost to get to the fight so quickly, really just messed up any of their plans. And the beautiful teleport from Irelia to get behind them, it really did do so much. Looks like LeBlanc, she's fully healed with the double distortion. She's trying to pick up some kills. She's just wreaking havoc. And Vi, connecting the Vault Breaker, absolutely blowing up the Jenna. That's another member down. Right now, with Jenna dead, I don't think they can contest for it. There goes another death sentence by Tosh, locking down onto the Orianna, piercing light being used. And Vi, she's just taking kill after kill for her team. They do pick up the 2nd dragon now. Oh god. Sorry guys. So, this Amazon Prime team, they pick up the 2nd dragon, and I gotta say, I will be so surprised if Amazon Prime doesn't get Thresh banned against them in their next match. It'll be this Tosh on this Thresh is just so amazing. Hitting death sentence after death sentence. You could definitely see how much he has practiced with that champion. And then that's really all I gotta say. Just you have to ban Thresh against this Amazon Prime team. We did. Well, I didn't really talk about the pick and ban phase because that actually happened in Team Lobby because they don't want to deal with any of the swapping issues. We'll get back to that. Looks like Tosh, he's in a bad position. Hecarim went to try and pick up a kill onto him, but he's actually managed to survive with the passive of Face of the Mountain. So, a double kill onto Amazon Prime right now. And with no response right now from this Epic Dose team, they're going to be pushing back onto that top lane with that huge minion wave for them. Gnar, he's on his way there, actually popping the Mega Gnar. LeBlanc and Lucian should be joining him shortly. Lucian just taking red buff for himself. Here comes Hecarim. I don't think they'll be able to defend this tower now. Yeah, so they take the tower and they're just gonna back away. So we're gonna take this time to just go over the quick pick and ban phase. I really should have mentioned that in the beginning of the game, but I completely slipped my mind. So the first ban for Amazon was Caitlyn, then Evelynn was banned for Epic, then Fiora, then Pantheon, Leona, and Warwick. So right now you can just see this Epic team. They really do not like Dio Diesel, banning away 3 junglers right now, and even then, he's doing so well on this Vi. Can you even ban him out at this point? That's a question that they may be asking themselves when they meet, when these two teams meet each other in the regular season. And Thresh was first picked by Amazon Prime, so you could just see the confidence in that. Immediately picked in once the banning phase was complete. Immediately locked in. I just think this Amazon Prime team is on a whole other level. They've definitely picked about each and every single one of their picks. They have a great team comp right now. A beautiful pick comp and a really devastating team fighting comp right there. LeBlanc, no hesitation, using the double distortion to clear the wave, and then the second one to put a little bit of damage. She does take a lot of damage because of that now, so she needs to be careful. Here comes Hecarim. She's looking to pick up a kill. He has Onslaught of Shadows available, but the tower there for Amazon Prime is going to be able to defend it. Gnar so close to hitting Mega Gnar. Here comes the Shockwave from Orianna. There's nothing available. Vi with the VOD Breaker connecting onto Hecarim. That's going to be a kill right there. Howling Gale used by Jenna for the disengage. Culling being used by Lucian after the flash. He's looking for something, but he's not going to be able to pick up anything. He's just not fast enough right now. Another Howling Gale for the disengage. Relentless pursuit to pick up a kill. Here comes Vi with the flash and Vault Breaker connecting with Orianna. And now Irelia, she's looking for some Lucian blood, but he is going to pick up a kill with the Piercing Light and Light Slinger combo. Amazon Prime, they're going to be pushing down this middle lane. They're going to be taking this inhibitor tower, and they should be able to take an inhibitor as well. With 2 members down, there's not too much that this Epic Dose team can actually do to defend it. They're going to be backing away, feeling really good about themselves. Look at the vision coverage right now. So much vision on the top side of Epic Dose's jungle. They don't even have their own vision right now. LeBlanc absolutely blowing up Tristana. Doesn't even have a DFG yet. She doesn't even need it. Now Asno Gordo's in a bad position. Ignite is ticking, but it shouldn't be available. But here's the auto attack with the distortion still available to jump back. Lucian has migrated to that bottom side. Here comes Lucian to try and pick up a kill. To try and pick up a kill onto the Lucian. Tosh tried to save his AD carry. He's popping the box and then flashing over the wall to try and get away. Orianna looking for a straight kill, and the Shockwave is going to do it. Assault and Battery by Vi. And now Jenna falling to the LeBlanc. Irelia is just going to be picking some stray kills here and there. So this is going to be a 3 for 2 in that small bit of team fight. But I got to say, Amazon Prime, they definitely took way more than Epic Dose took. It's not looking too good for them. Dragon's up in 30 seconds. So there's going to be a small amount of time where Epic Dose, they can just set up around the dragon and hopefully get their first dragon for themselves. It will give them a bit of a power spike with the 8% AD and AP. But oh my god, Hecarim, he needs to be careful. Those super minions are doing so much to him. He's so close to dying. He just needs to let the tower tank it up. They do have a bit of regen. Looks like this Epic Dose, they're just going to completely ignore the dragon for now. And Amazon Prime, they're taking the 3rd dragon for themselves. 5% move speed. This is going to do wonders for their comp. They're going to be getting in and then getting out. There's not too much that this Epic Dose team can do. They're trying to put down any sort of vision coverage, but now with 4 sweepers on the side of Amazon Prime, they're just clearing out anything that they see being put down clearing out any vision, and that's really where their comp is coming from. They're setting up these really nice picks. They've had really minimal amount of team fights, and even when they are put in a team fight situation, they come out so ahead. Right now, Amazon Prime, they're closely around the Baron. LeBlanc with a double distortion to try and pick a kill onto the Hecarim. He needs to be careful. That sentence not gonna luck down onto anyone. They're trying to just clear out the vision. Nar, meanwhile, in that bottom lane has taken the second bottom tier tower. Irelia is going to be joining him shortly to try and duke it out. Here goes the Equilibrium Strike for the stun, but Mega Gnar has been activated. He's going to be looking for something, but here comes Hecarim. He wants some blood onto the Gnar, but this is going to open a lot of opportunity for Amazon Prime right now. They're hanging around near that top side. Lucian is going to be coming in with the minion wave, so they're going to try and pressure that top lane inhibitor tower. And with the mid lane inhibitor tower already gone, they need someone to deal with that with the super minions continually pushing in. LeBlanc jumping in to try and pick up a kill onto Jenna, and they do. There goes the death sentence onto Tristana. Shockwave being used to try and keep her alive, but it's not going to be available. And now Irelia jumping in onto LeBlanc, but using the distortion so effectively. Irelia was chasing the wrong target, and she falls. 3 members are already dead. Orianna needs to be careful already. Hecarim, he hasn't even been in this fight yet. The second inhibitor goes down. Now Lucian's in that bottom. Hecarim using Onslaught of Shadows to try and pick up a kill onto LeBlanc. Use the distortion to just duke it away. And Vault Breaker by the Vide, locking down a kill onto Hecarim, and Gnar picking up a kill onto Orianna as well. This Amazon Prime team, they have won the game against Epic Dose in 30 minutes. They're looking so good, and they're definitely a team to watch out for in the coming games. So that will be the only game of the night. My name is Desifresh, and I hope you guys continue to watch After Hours Gaming League. Remember to like and follow them on Facebook and Twitter. Those links will be in the description below. So thank you, and hope you join me next week.